In order to file a bankruptcy here in Maryland, it's pretty simple. You just have to have resided here within the last 91 days. The basic difference between a Chapter 13 bankruptcy and a Chapter 7 bankruptcy is in a Chapter 13 bankruptcy, there is a payment plan. There's a payment period for up to 5 years, can be shorter than that. A Chapter 7 bankruptcy, there is no requirement to pay anything back. A bankruptcy reports on your credit for a period of 10 years. It's a public record, so there's really no difference between what a Chapter 7 does versus a Chapter 13 as far as your credit goes. It's still reported as a bankruptcy. Typically, a person that has a house that is behind in mortgage payments or facing foreclosure, or if you have a car that's behind in payments or a car that's been recently repossessed. So the Chapter 13 is the reorganizational tool that is used to effectuate that, where you can have a time period to pay back whatever's behind on your mortgage or whatever's behind on the car to be able to save those. A Chapter 7 case is basically for someone that has primarily unsecured debts, which are basically credit cards, medical bills, loans, things that you basically have accumulated, normal consumer debts. If you have those type of debts, and you don't have an income that precludes you from filing a Chapter 7 case, then that's a type where you don't pay anything back, subject to a liquidation test where you're allowed to keep a certain amount of property. The best thing I can do for you is to give you a solid game plan as to how to deal with this, for you to know what our next steps are and what your next steps are. I think not knowing is what concerns most people, and I think they can rest better knowing that there's a solid plan of how to deal with the situation.